And I remember going to the door and I was gonna knock, and then I stopped and I thought about it. And I was always in my head that you just never know what can happen if you knock on the door. As I progressed with door knocking, took it full time, started just developing my career and developing my business cards and making a name for myself and a voice for myself. There was one day I ran out of business cards, so I went to Walmart and got sticky notes. So again, I would go to 25 to 26 people a day, pick a zip code, and I would just knock doors from Monday through Friday. There was this one particular place that I went to. It was in East Lake, Seattle, if anybody's familiar with it. It's a very nice place. I walk into the house, the front yard, and usually the houses that I do knock on, they're just beat up. They're torn down, or there's people squatting. It's just bad. This house was perfect. It was a nice house. And I remember going to the door and I was gonna knock, and then I stopped and I thought about it. And I was always in my head that you just never know what can happen if you knock on the door. So I knocked, no answer. I wrote a sticky note, left it on the door. That same night I get a phone call, and the guy was just like, hey, yeah, you left a sticky note on my door. Your boss doesn't pay you enough to get business cards. You should get business cards. And I was just like, well, you called me, so obviously it worked. And he just came to a liking of me. Come to find out, he was a very prominent judge, retired judge in Seattle. And we went into his house, got a walkthrough, ended up telling me that his next door neighbor wanted to sell also, but they want too much money. But if I can put the deal together to where it's his house and their house together, that he'll be able to sell. Ended up putting that deal together. It was a 6-month closing. They was gonna tear it down and put apartment unit up. It was gonna, I think, 182 apartments or something huge. It was insane. 6-month closing. It was about 4 of us involved. It was my biggest check yet. Not gonna say any numbers, but it was a 6-figure check, and it was my biggest one. And it came from a sticky note. And that's Testimonial Tuesday right there.